Hey guys, it's Owl. This is just a really quick video I wanted to do in response to Tequila, or Lady Grave Dancer. She recently made a video where she asked about karma, our takes on karma, our thoughts on it, do we follow it, that kind of thing. I thought it was an interesting idea, so I thought I would do a really quick video on it. Excuse me, that's what Vintage does too. In terms of karma, I wouldn't really say that I believe in karma in the classical sense, because to me karma is very much an Eastern thing. It's a Buddhist thing, and I'm not a Buddhist, but and the other thing I have, I know you don't have to be a Buddhist to believe in a Buddhist belief, I realise that, but the main thing I don't really gel with about karma is the idea that it doesn't happen in this life. As far as I'm aware, and please correct me if I'm wrong, but I think from what I've read that with the Buddhist version of karma, you sort of reap what you sow then in your next life. And I've always thought that karma, or however you want to call it, is more of an instantaneous thing. Well, not instantaneous, but more of a, excuse me, everybody shouldn't drink fizzy pop. It's more of a thing that happens in this life. For me, I keep looking over there because I made some notes. For me, it's more the idea of cause and effect. Like when you drop a pebble into a body of water, the ripples will go out. I've always sort of seen it that way. So with me, it's more a case of whatever I do, whether magically or in my mundane life, that action will have a reaction somewhere else. And for those of us who cast spells, that's what we want, right? You cast a healing spell, you want the effect of that to be that the person you're doing the spell for, or yourself, will be healed. You cast a spell for love, or self-love, or prosperity, or whatever. The effect there is that our intention will become the effect. So if you cast a spell for someone to be more prosperous, either they'll get a fabulous new job, or they'll receive a windfall, or they'll win the lottery, something like that, That's cause and effect. And I think how that reflects back at us is really the crux of the issue here. If I send out a healing spell, something I do quite a lot of, my intent and my vision is that the effect of that spell will be healing. I don't generally do it without permission, because I've always thought it's kind of manipulative to do a spell for someone without their consent. Not because I think it's evil, or because I think it tampers with their free will or something. Obviously, if that person's in a coma and they can't give their consent, but I know the person well enough to think, yeah, they probably would consent, then I will do it. But if I cast a spell, for argument's sake, a negative spell, or curse, or hex, or jinx, I'm tying that person to me. And I think that is the consequence. That is the backfire then. If I curse someone, and from my research and my reading into curses, there are some really powerful ones. It always involves an element of you, whether it's your anger, or your offence, or your sense of righteousness, or whatever, that fuels it. And to me, putting so much of yourself into that spell ties that person to you. And would I really want to be tied to someone that I dislike, either them or their actions, enough to curse? To me, that's kind of instant karma. So to me, before I do any kind of thing, any magical working, it's especially a thing with magic, but I try to live by this in my daily life as well. Before I send out any kind of energy, I think about what the consequences might be. And I know when you're so angry that your blood is boiling, that's hard to do, but it's just always been something I've done. Naturally, not because someone told me to, just because I wanted to. So it's like I've recently taken part in the Yule Swap for the Goddesses of the Moon Facebook group. And I set the package out, not only with, physical items and things that I've made, that I sent out with love and goodwill for the Euro season, and hopefully that's what the person who had it felt when they got it. You know, I mean, I could have just sent that person a voodoo doll. I could have sent that person a poppet with pins sticking out of it. I could, obviously, you know, I know you can use those for healing purposes, but to the layman, if somebody receives one of those in the post, they're going to automatically assume it's a voodoo doll, and they're going to panic. So yeah, it's just a case of thinking about what you're going to do. I mean, I really, like, case in point, I really, really hate junk mail. I hate junk mail. I hate getting stuff from companies I haven't asked for. I hate getting credit card offers, loan offers. I don't want any of those things, but I get them anyway. And there was a comedian in the UK once that said, the best thing you can do is shit in the envelope and send it back. As if to say, you know, thanks for sending me your shit, here's some of mine. And while the idea is funny, I don't think I would do that, because A, it's illegal to send that sort of thing in the mail, but more to the point, how would you get it in the envelope in the first place? It's just, you know, nobody can aim that well. Yeah, okay, sorry. Apologies for that little diversion there. But yeah, you know, the point I'm making is that when you send out any magical energy, there's going to be a rebound, there's going to be a comeback, and if you've got to weigh that up before you do the work, I suppose. And that, I don't even think that's necessarily karma, it's just the law of cause and effect. It's just a natural law, it happens. I don't necessarily think of it in the Wiccan sense, I don't really think it comes back ×3, although I can understand why people do. It's just not a belief that I personally share. But like I said, I am mindful of any consequences. I don't think, you know, if I do a prosperity spell and somebody wins £1 million on the lottery, then I'm going to get £3 million. I'd like that to be the case, but I don't think it's going to be. So, yeah, I mean, I've probably rambled a lot through this video and repeated myself about 4 million times, but that's my take on karma, I guess. So, Lady Graveden, so I hope this answered your question. I'm sorry if it didn't. I do have a tendency to ramble terribly. I hope that my other subscribers and whoever's viewing this, thank you for watching. It means so much to me that people are actually watching my videos. And if you have any ideas for possible topics that you'd like me to do a video on, or just questions you'd like me to answer, I'm happy to do a Q&A or something like that. Just send them through to my inbox, or if you're on Facebook with me, message me on Facebook, or leave it in the comments, and that would be fine. So, for everyone, thank you very much for watching. Have a fabulous day, and blessed be.